Augustana Sportscene on UTV is brought to you by Sanford Health, improving the human condition, and by Schoenemann's, your trusted building center since 1888. Augustana Sportscene is also brought to you by the Argus Leader. Miss a day, miss a lot.
Hi everybody, and welcome to another edition of Augustana Sportscene. I'm Bill Gross, Athletic Director at Augustana College. It's a special show today as we begin with a segment which includes highlights of the week in Augustana sports, along with a visit with Coach Tom Billiter from men's basketball and Dave Krauth from women's basketball. We will then move over into a two-part segment that was produced by Life Touch, a company in the Twin Cities which ran on WCCO TV. It includes a feature on Cody Schilling, along with some other things on Augustana, including a live microphone on Coach Tom Billiter. And we'll take a look at what's ahead on the Augustana sports calendar for this week. This is going to be a special show, so let's get the action rolling. Here comes Augie Sports Update for this week.
Augie Sports Update is brought to you by Schoenemann's.
Last Saturday, Coach Dave Krauth's Augie women's basketball team closed the regular season with an 80-69 victory over Minnesota Duluth. Megan Doyle led the Vikings with 21 points, with Terry Versteeg adding 16 and Molly Hayes 10. Then in the first round of the NSIC playoffs on Wednesday night, the Augie ladies defeated Northern 67-55. Megan Doyle again led the Vikings with 21 points, with Lydia Nelson adding 17. The Augie ladies, now 23-5 overall, move to the semifinals of the NSIC tournament as they take on Wayne State today at 2 p.m. in St. Paul. In men's basketball, Coach Tom Billiter's team blasted Minnesota Duluth 93-54 in front of 3,413 fans at the Elman Center. Cody Schilling led the Vikings with 20 points, with David Foster adding 18, Cameron McCaffrey 13, and Lee Stevens 12. Then in the first round of the NSIC playoffs on Wednesday night, Augie had an off night as they fell to a surging Wayne State team. The Vikings, ranked third in the latest NCAA region poll, will find out Sunday night where the 8-team regional tournament will be held and who they will play. Augie, now 22-6 overall, will begin regional play next Saturday. In indoor track, Coach Tracy Hellman's women's and men's teams competed in the NSIC championships in Mankato. The Augie ladies scored 146 points to win their first ever conference championship. The Augie men scored 103 points to finish in third place in that 10-team field. The Vikings qualified 7 individuals for the NCAA Division II Indoor Track Championships, which will be held next weekend in Albuquerque, New Mexico. They are Cecilie Utston in the 800-meter run, Lynn Nielsen in the mile run, Diego Oquendo in the 60-meter dash, and the distance medley relay team, including Nielsen, Utston, Molly Kokish, Caitlin Polgreen, and Bobby Joe Bike. Coach Hellman was named NSIC Women's Indoor Track Coach of the Year. In wrestling, Coach Jason Reitmeyer's third-ranked Vikings won the NCAA Division II Super 3 region title by scoring 120.5 points. Champions for the Vikings were Laramie Schaefer at 133 pounds, Nate Herta at 149, Marcus Edgington at 157, and Ty Copsey at 197. At 141 pounds, Jay Shear finished second, while Al Meager at 125 and Gavin Nelson at 165 finished third. These 7 wrestlers will compete in the NCAA Division II National Championships next weekend in Omaha. Coach Reitmeyer was named Region Coach of the Year. Here are other sports updates. The Augie softball team pushed their record to 7-0 in the season with a doubleheader sweep of Minnesota State Moorhead. The Vikings women's tennis team rolled over South Dakota State 8-1 and edged Minnesota State Mankato 5-4. Michelle Wattis was named NSIC Player of the Week. The Augie men's tennis team came up short against SDSU and dropped a 5-3 match to Minnesota State Mankato. The Vikings baseball team is now 5-7 on the season and gearing up for their March 12 to 17 spring break trip to Florida. That's our sports update for this week. When we come back, we'll talk Augie basketball with coaches Tom Billiter and Dave Krauth. Stay with us.